Crispy Fox on how to become a content creator. So everybody give it up for such a Chad. Crispy Fox, everybody. Thank you so much. Once again, happy Saturday. Hopefully y'all are doing good. Feeling even better. Crispy Fox, we will have you come up to the front. Thank you so much.
Hi guys, my name's Josh. I go by Crispy Fox Me. On my social media accounts, I've been doing content on YouTube for like at least 10 years, I think. And then like I've done several YouTube channels that have gone really, really bad or have gone really, really good. And recently only really, really good. And the thing that I've noticed is that there's not enough content creators down here in the Rio Grande Valley. And I hope that this helps, this presentation helps you guys in trying to achieve that, because I know there's a lot of people who want to be content creators, but just don't know how to get started in terms of YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. And my best advice to you is that it is for everybody. It's just that not everybody's willing to do the work that it takes to do it, because it is a lot of work. It is putting your time and effort into it. It isn't easy money like people think that it is, or easy to expose yourself, like to get the exposure that you want. It takes time, it takes effort. And I think the one thing that nobody wants to hear, that when you start social media account, you're not good. Like, you just won't be. Like, I'm still not good. Like, you get better as you go, and it's okay. I think there's a line from Adventure Time that I really like a lot. It's okay to suck, because then you wouldn't know if you're good at it or not once you get there. And I think for TikTok, I think my best advice, that if I could go back in time 2 years into the past, is do not make a mobile like TikTok or Instagram or anything like that. Something that is primarily only on mobile as your primary source of what you want as your social media. Like, if you want it, that's gonna be able to promote your other social medias that you want to bring up your brand. For example, YouTube is the area that if you wanna make videos and you wanna make content, YouTube is the platform that you should be concentrating on right now. It's gonna be the one that's gonna give you the most exposure, and it's also gonna be the one that's gonna be able to fund your platform, to be able to buy that new camera that you want, to be able to buy that new equipment that you want. And one of the misconceptions that I did early on is that you need to have expensive equipment. That is not true. It's not true at all. You just need a couple of lights that you can get, and your phone that you have. That $1,200 phone that you have in your hand is perfect enough for you to make a video. And as you make money as you go, yes, you can start buying that equipment as you go, but not at the very beginning. You don't need that. Your phone is more than enough to do that. Another thing that is necessary is that you have to be willing to be consistent. I think the two key things that you need to do in social media is that you need to stay consistent, and you also need to be able to know what niche that you're going to be in. Like, if you're gonna be doing, for example, there's a lot of cosplayers here. If you're gonna be doing cosplay videos, or however it is that you wanna do it, you need to stick to that. You can do cosplay in a variety of different ways, in skits, in like costumes that you're doing, in conventions that you're going, but you need to stay in that niche. If you're gonna be talking about cosplays, that's what you're gonna be doing. So make sure that you pick something that you really, really like. Because if not, you'll get burned out by something that you don't want to do. That's another thing that I did. I used to do reaction videos. And it got very tiring very quickly, even though it blew my channel up. It gets tiring when you're doing something that you don't have 100% passion in. And so, like, make sure you pick an area that you really, really enjoy. If it's video games, you stick to video games. If it's gameplay that you're doing gameplay videos on, you stick to that. And then once you get bigger, once you get to the area where you have like 30,000 followers, 40,000 followers, 100,000 followers, then you can expand to be able to make a new channel to be able to take people that want to see you do that to that channel. And on YouTube, the two biggest important things that you need to have is thumbnails and titles. Those are the two things that you want in social media. You want to have good thumbnails and you want to have good titles. And for titles, I would use ChatGPT. There's different plugins that you can use for Chrome, where you can download ChatGPT and be like, okay, this is what the video is about. You put, for example, let's say cosplaying at Super Anime Fest, like, and ChatGPT will give you, just put YouTube, you'll be able to put, make this into an interesting title for YouTube, a clickable title, and put the title and it'll give you the title that's more interesting, and it helps a lot, it saves a lot of time. And same thing for tags. If you want good tags for TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram, all you have to do is put in the keyword of tags for Instagram and then put what the topic is that you want to do on ChatGPT. For thumbnails, unfortunately, thumbnails is like videos. You get good, like, that you have to learn how to edit. Canva is a good area for you to start for free. Canva is a good area for you to start thumbnails. I would say that your title and you're gonna spend more time on your titles and your thumbnails than you do editing your video. And you should be spending more time on your thumbnails and on your videos to be able to, people to click on it. And with YouTube, there's now like a 15-second intro. I know you guys, like, you put your mouse over the video and you can see it playing for like 15 seconds. And so make sure you keep that in mind when you're making a video, that your first 15 seconds are very much gripping the audience to hook them in, because they're gonna be seeing it as much as they are gonna see your thumbnail. And, but yeah, also there's a lot of tools out there that'll help you. Like I mentioned, ChatGPT is one of them. ChatGPT is a lifesaver when it, and don't pay $20 a month for it. Just get the free version. You don't need to pay for that. Also, there's this app on your phone called Captions for iOS and for Android. It's really good. If you have trouble cursing in your videos, which, by the way, you shouldn't be cursing in your videos on YouTube for the first minute, because then you'll get demonetized or you'll get flagged. So it beats out your curse words if that's something that you don't want to have in your videos. And like, that one is either free or you can pay for it. And that's the only one that I'm gonna recommend for you to pay for, because I pay for it monthly. And not only is it gonna have a phone app, but on September 8th, if not mistaken, they're gonna have a desktop app too. So you'll be able to shoot your video, edit it on the app, and beep out your curse words, and also have captions, auto zoom in, AI dubbing, all that stuff. So it's probably one of the most valuable apps that I use right now that kind of engages with the user. And also my favorite thing that it has a noise canceling. So if you're at a busy convention and there's like wind and there's like people talking, it'll completely cut that out. Like, you won't even be able to hear anything in the background, just you and the person that you're talking to. Yeah, like for the niche, for your niche, you just have to stay consistent. You have to stay consistent in what you do, because if you don't, like, nobody else is gonna make your content for you. Nobody's gonna get up and do it. The other thing that you can do, if you do want to spend money and it's something that you, like, let's say you're making money off of your social media after a while, I think the thing that you can use is Fiverr. Fiverr is a good place to start. There's a lot of people who have side jobs making thumbnails for YouTube, that also like edit videos for freelance. And there's some people who do it super expensive, and there's some people who do it super cheap. So you just have to look. Fiverr is a legitimate way to like get your videos edited and get your thumbnails made for you, if that's something that you don't want to do on your own. For example, I get my videos, I used to get my videos edited on Fiverr for like the longest time. And now I'm starting to do them on my own, because I mean, that's something that and learning to edit your own videos is a tool that you really, really need in your arsenal, because until you get to the point where you can pay somebody that legitimately makes it the way you want it, in your style, the way, without you telling them, it is very important for you to understand how to edit, how to keep people engaged, how to keep people without clicking off of your video like within a minute in it. So that's an important lesson to learn. Like, you just have to keep people engaged. And for example, like when you watch a video, like keep in mind how many times you look at your phone when you look at a video on your TV. Like, keep that in mind, what they do in order for you to keep you engaged in that moment. You know what I mean? And like, I think it's very important for you to watch other content creators, because for the longest time I was very, very reluctant to do so, to watch other content creators. But at the same time, it's very important. It's an important thing to do, because if you don't, then you won't be able to learn what other people do to keep being engaged, and it will be just an uphill battle constantly. So yeah, and also keep another trick that you can do for YouTube or for TikTok is open an incognito tab, go to YouTube, and like, let's say you do cosplay. Type in cosplay, and whatever pops up is what's trending at that moment. So you might want to make a video that is trending at that moment, so that way you can have a boost in that video, and also have a call to action in your video. Like one of the things that people do a lot is that they'll say, oh, like and subscribe to my video. Like and subscribe to my video. I think another thing that people should do is call to action for people to watch your other content, like the rest of your videos. Because on YouTube, and especially on TikTok, and especially on YouTube, if a person subscribes and likes your video and then watches another video, YouTube automatically sees that multiple people are looking at your other content, so it pushes it out to more people. The algorithm isn't some magical, like, anything like special. It's just more, the algorithm is people. And if people aren't watching your content, it's because people don't want to watch your content. And like, that sounds pretty brutal and mean, but it's the truth. Like, if people aren't watching your content and the algorithm isn't pushing out your content, it's because you aren't making people, you aren't making the audience that you're watching engaged enough for YouTube to take the risk to push you out to other individuals, other audiences, to be able to watch your stuff. Another thing is, like, be careful the kind of things that you put on your platform. If you're going to be talking about controversial topics, make sure that they're controversial topics that are factual and that are true, because that is something that is very easy to get especially on TikTok, to take your social media and be completely deleted without question, without notice. So yeah, like, does anybody have any questions, like about something that you guys are having a hard time with in terms of social media, in terms of something that you want to get done? Feel free to ask, if nobody's too shy, of course. Like, let me know.
What do you usually do? Say I'm streaming on.
For example, like, whenever I fail on a kill or something, people can spend their channel points, and like a GIF will come up on my thing that calls me a failure. You know what I mean? Like, and people find it hilarious. Or like, whenever I kill, like, have like a kill streak or do really good on the game, or like beat a boss, somebody will pay like channel points to be able to put "this is the way" from the Mandalorian, right? So there's different ways for you to engage. But if you're depending on another thing for people to stay on your thing, then that's something that you should reevaluate in terms of like you as a person, what you're doing. I would recommend, like I said, I'm very reluctant to do it, and to this day I'm still reluctant to do it, but I force myself to, is to watch other streamers. Like, watch what they do, how they're engaging with their audience. Like, I think with Twitch, when I'm on TikTok, on the very beginning when I was on TikTok, I think the thing that made me grow so fast was the fact that I would just sit there and talk to people, like, and just like engage with them. And then slowly they wanted to see me do other things. You know what I mean? They wanted to see me, oh, you're that funny guy, you're that guy who does the videos. And then like slowly I started moving them to Twitch, slowly I started moving them to YouTube. So like the unfortunate thing for now, and that's gonna change very, very soon, is that Twitch doesn't have a good discovery like apparatus. They don't have a For You page. But they're about to make something that's gonna come out, which is kind of great timing. They're about to make a clip discovery page. So when you clip something, like make sure you have a hotkey for a clip on your computer or on your Stream Deck if you have one. Make sure you put like a clip, like of a clippable moment that's super funny or really good kill of the last 30 seconds. Because that's gonna be put in your clips, and you can choose whether or not you want that to be featured as your clip. So that way Twitch pushes it out and it'll like feature people going into into your channel while you're streaming. So, because TikTok right now is like look, I don't think TikTok should be your main platform, but like in terms of like organic, like reduce, reuse, and recycle, like just going in circles, like in terms of like, oh, you posted a video, oh, he's streaming, oh, like I'm watching this video, it's letting me know that he's streaming. Like TikTok is the king of it right now. Like nobody touches them, and like, but it shouldn't be your main platform. Because in terms, like, because let's be real, this is work. You want to get paid for it, and TikTok is not paying very well when it comes to that kind of thing, and it's no longer my main platform. I use it to get people to watch my YouTube, to watch my Twitch, to watch my content. But in terms of like engagement, Twitch is about to change that very, 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 very soon. And I think October 8th, they're gonna start rolling that out. September 8th or October 8th, one of the two. And so like I would very much look at how you make content, like what kind of personality you want to be. Do you want to be the chill guy? Do you want to be like the energy guy? Do you want to be the guy who engages with the audience? Like I think that's the best thing to do, because you're the product. You know what I mean? Like, and also, like I know your moms told you this when you were a kid. Be yourself. Like there's nobody else that's gonna be you. There's nobody on this planet that is like you, and people want to see authenticity. Like the thing that people want to see is be like somebody that's being themselves. Because the unfortunate thing is that there's a lot of people on social media who are not authentic at all. Like we have a massive like overflow of people that are just not being authentic. They're either playing an act, they're pretending to be somebody, they're doing it for drama, they're like trying to like engage for like various reasons with a fake persona. So like the thing that made me grow is that I was just being me. Like, cause there's nobody else that's gonna be like you. And that's my best long ass answer. But yeah.
As well as, what do you think, your thoughts on multi-stream?
Multi-streaming. It doesn't hurt, but like unless you are already established, I wouldn't recommend it. And the reason why I wouldn't recommend it is because of the fact that you're not known yet, so you're kind of spreading yourself, like you're spreading your audience a little thin. Like, because like keep in mind, when you multi-stream, you're gonna have to deal with multiple chats. And I recently learned this the hard way, because I was streaming on TikTok, Twitch, and Kick recently. And it's just like, even with Restream, this chat feature doesn't always work. Like it kind of like kicks you off and stuff like that. So like it's kind of glitchy. So I wouldn't recommend it. I'd say pick a platform that you want to grow with. Like I'm not talking about TikTok or anything like that. Just pick a platform where you want to stream. Like you want to be a streamer, right? You're asking a question. Okay, so pick a platform that you want to do on. Look at the kind of splits that they have, monetizingly speaking. See if you agree with their policies, if you agree with their speech policies and all that. See if you like it, and then go from there. Honestly, My recommendation, if you really want to do multi-streaming, I would say only do two. I would say do YouTube and Twitch. And keep in mind, Twitch doesn't allow you to multi-stream. That is in the contract now. If you're gonna be, even if you're not under contract, if you're not affiliated with them, you cannot multi-stream. So that is a big, like I actually just remembered that right now. So that is a big like thing that you need to consider because they will kill your channel. They will do it. And so like, just pick one area, put all your effort into it. Use your use your TikTok and your Instagram to get people to go watch you over there. To like be like, hey, I'm streaming at this time. Like for example, I used to do videos on TikTok above video games in the very beginning of my TikTok life. And I would put, oh, these are my socials. This is where I stream, this is where I make videos, and this is where like on the video, like on there so they can see it the whole time. And so like when you're making a video, make sure you put your socials on there, very visible to be able to see. Because that alone, without you streaming, will get you like 20 followers or something like that. So like, especially if you have like a video blow up, you know what I mean? So like that's what I would recommend.
Now, as for, I see that you're a fairly big fan of YouTube. I see you like TikTok, but you seem more of a fan to YouTube. Now they're being, why is that reason? And along with descriptions and hashtags comparing to.
What do you mean hashtags?
Like, in the bottom you can throw descriptions.
Oh,
and
okay.
Stuff like that, and hashtags like you were talking about earlier.
Okay,
as
yeah.
for description-wise, what's...
Okay, so like with the reason why I'm such a big fan of YouTube is because if you want to have like ads that they provide to you, like for example, TikTok provides their own ads, Instagram provides their own ads. There's nobody right now within the next 20 years that's going to give you CPM. You know, you guys know what CPM is? It's what they pay you per 1,000 views on YouTube. So let me just give you an example. I got 240,000 views last month, and that's low considering that I just switched the different kind of content I do on my channel. And I got 240,000 views on TikTok. They paid me $40 for that. That's abysmal. That's horrible. On YouTube, if I got 240,000 views, especially with the niche that I pick, which is anime, that's the CPM is like maybe at the lowest $5 per 1,000 views. So that is a great, great jump. A great big jump of money. The thing that people complain about though is that, oh well, YouTube, you don't get as easy views. I'm like, well, of course not. It's a different system. Like, it's actually easier to make videos on YouTube than it is on TikTok because TikTok is super saturated. Like, everybody wants to be on TikTok right now, and like, why? Is because everybody's doing it, you know what I mean? And as far as descriptions, yeah, I should have mentioned this a little while ago, but descriptions-wise, I would use ChatGPT. Help me make a SEO-friendly description and then put in your title, and it'll just write out an SEO. There's no excuses. Like for roles, like when it comes to like filling out your stuff correctly. Like the only one that I understand because I'm pretty fairly bad at it is making thumbnails. Thumbnails is really hard, and also making titles that are engaging is really hard, even with ChatGPT. My recommendation is if you're not getting a good click-through rate on your video, is to switch up the thumbnail and switch up the title to see if that helps. And you're gonna keep wanting to switch it. Like if you're not getting the engagement that you want to switch it up, and you want to change it because if not, like it's just gonna stay there and it's not gonna. For example, I have an old video essay that I did on Attack on Titan, and I just put the thumbnail of season 3 Attack on Titan. It got 900 views, but if I would have changed the thumbnail back in the beginning and switched up the title and like done new stuff, it probably would have helped a lot. So like my best bet, I was watching Hell's Kitchen. Have you seen Hell's Kitchen? I was watching it with my sister the other day, and like Gordon Ramsay did this like this cool thing where he like the food is always like comically horrible on those shows, like just so bad. And it's like, how are you even surviving as a company? And so like my sister was like, look at how he manipulates people, and like so he took a photo of the food, right? And then he like framed it and put it on the thing. He's like, okay, we're gonna put these up to advertise your food so when people come in, and they're like, oh shit, no, that looks gross. Like why would I put that up? Like that's not. Think of it like that with your thumbnails. Like if like when you're looking at your thumbnails and your titles, think of it like, would I put this up on a billboard? Like would I put this up on my restaurant or on my window, like to show people? Because that's what you're doing. Like YouTube is your restaurant. Like you want people to come eat your content essentially. So think of it as like, okay, if I'm coming, would I like and watching this, would I click on this? Would I click on this thumbnail? Would I find it funny? Would I find it engaging for me to click on this thing? And then the other thing that you need to do is if you're gonna make a good thumbnail, you better deliver on the video too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it can be like, you can have the best thumbnail ever, which are very important, and your titles are very important too. But you better deliver on how you're speaking. Like, and don't fall for the thing that it has to be super quality, super like perfect, and super like, as long as you get everything in order and you do it right, that's fine. But in terms of you like, in terms of like your layout, your SEO, your title, like your description SEO, your tags, your hashtags aren't really as important as you think it is. I would put 5 hashtags and just use ChatGPT to do that for you, because they're not really important. Your title and your thumbnail are the most important thing. The SEO, yeah, it's important, but like, and you can use ChatGPT for that, but your thumbnail and your thing are the most important. And the reason why YouTube is like I'm so biased towards YouTube, even though I'm smaller, way smaller on YouTube, is that a 30,000 subscriber channel is better than a 1 million subscriber channel on TikTok or on Instagram, because just for the AdSense alone, it's just worth it. And not only that, but now like they have YouTube Shorts. They have now, if you have 1,000 followers, you can get super chats on your live stream. And it's not that hard to get 1,000 followers, especially with YouTube Shorts. It's the same. YouTube is actually about to make a change in their shorts to where, like, let's say you have a really good video, right, that you want to feature. Instead of cutting it up, they'll let you feature a 30-second part of that video, put it on YouTube, and then they'll have a link in the description, like on the front of the video. And it's like, oh, see the full video here, and it'll take your shorts content, and it'll be a symbiosis, like shooting them over there to your video. So it's getting easier and easier to get 1,000 followers and to keep going on YouTube. I'm still figuring out YouTube. I'm still going on that journey. But that would be why I like YouTube so much. Like why I'm such a big fan of YouTube right now.
So, and to kind of get an idea of who Crispy Fox is, you mind telling us a summary of you as the person?
I'm kind of like, I kind of have raccoon energy. Like I just kind of like try to do my best to like point it in the right direction. Like I try I'm constantly like trying to grow, trying to do better, trying to improve myself. And I also want to help others grow in the valley. Like I want to see people making content down here really bad, because there's not enough of y'all. Like there really isn't enough of y'all. Just by the people that came in here alone shows you how people are intimidated by the aspect of making content at all. Like my best advice to you guys, and like this is who I am as a person, is like what people say about you doesn't really matter. Like it doesn't matter at all, as long as people are engaging with your content, as long as they like it. Like you have to have thick skin in the social media world, because people will say shit. Like they are gonna say stuff, they will say stuff, but just keep going, do what you do. I really hope that it helps a lot. Like the thing that I'm telling you, like, cause I think a lot of people wanna have this hack, right? That like, oh, the YouTube algorithm, this is a hack that you can do. There really isn't. It's just trying to find your audience, trying to like the restaurant analogy. You want people to come and eat at your restaurant, and to try to do the very best to engage with that audience. And like that's who I've been for the last 3 years. And keep in mind that I've had several YouTube channels. I've had several of them fail. I've had one of them be successful recently. I had my TikTok at 500,000, my YouTube at 4,000, and my Twitch at almost 2,500. So only recently have I barely been getting into the groove of things. And like the thing that I've learned is consistency is key, and that just putting yourself out there and being yourself is the most important thing, and plus all the other things that I mentioned in your thing. And so like that's me as a person. That's what I've been doing. You can ask my mom and sister. Like that's literally what I eat, sleep, and breathe. Is I'm constantly making videos. I'm constantly I'm looking at other people give advice on YouTube videos, on TikTok videos. I'm constantly looking at other people's content to try to up my own content. And my best advice to you guys is to keep trying. Like you got to be hard-headed. Like a lot of the YouTubers that you see on YouTube have been there for like 15, 20 years. And only in the past like 8 years, like I was watching Moist Critical. Like everybody knows who Moist Critical is. Like when I was 20, the guy was a nobody. Like nobody knew who that guy was. Like it's only till now that he has the stardom, the money, the ability to do what he has to do. So it's like, guys, this isn't gonna happen overnight. I know it's such a cliche thing to say, but Rome wasn't built in a day. So if that's something that you guys want to try, I would highly suggest for you to do so. Also big advice that you guys watch your videos. Don't just record. My dad was a preacher, and he used to watch his videos all the time, and it would drive me and my mom insane. Like, why are you watching your own videos, bro? Like, that is so, like, ugh. Like, that's gross. And he's like, and he would look at me like, you know, that's how you know how to improve. He's like, next time I know how to do this, next time I know how to, like, I said this wrong, and next time I'm gonna correct it. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. And I would still give him shit for it, and I would still tell him like shit. But now that I'm older and I'm doing it myself, my mom will come into my room and I'm watching my own video for the 10th time. And it's like, it really does help a lot. You get used to it. I know you don't like hearing your own voice. I don't like hearing my own voice that I hear on microphone right now. But you need to. Like, you really need to watch your own videos. Please watch your own videos. If there's, like, hey, watch your own videos. Thumbnails and titles are your most important thing, and make sure you use the tools like the caption, ChatGPT, and remember, like your thumbnails are your restaurant. Like that is what you're advertising your restaurant, and make sure that 15 seconds of your video is engaging enough to keep them for the next whatever minute that you have on there. So like that's my best advice to you. I really hope I see more of you guys out there trying to do what you got to do for social media, if it is something that you want to do. And yeah, I mean, if there's some more questions, that's pretty much it for me.
Do we have any questions?
Don't be shy, guys.
For the audience?
Yeah.
Have you gone on Jaden Animations?
Jaden Animations?
Yes.
No, I did not know. What's that? What's Jaden Animations?
She draws cartoons.
Oh, really?
On YouTube.
You watch that, right?
Yes.
My sister watches that. Yeah. No, I have seen Jaden Animation. She's awesome. She's funny, right? Last time I saw her, like, yeah, no, she's extremely hilarious. I love her. My sister's been watching her since before she was like even big, I think, right? Like you've been watching her for, or no, never mind. Like I guess I'm making that up. No, but she's been watching her for a while now. Like so, like yeah, like I've seen Jaden Animation. She's awesome. I think she collaborates with other people too, right? Like they get together and they draw like stuff like on the fly. Yeah, but yeah, I have seen it. Any other questions? Don't be shy, guys. Like this is a social media thing. This should be where you break out and ask a question. Feel free. Don't be shy. Anybody else? No?
Are we good? Okay, well, either way, everybody, thank you so much, Crispy Fox, for being here with us. If you're trying to learn how to be a content creator, this is the man to go to if you haven't gone by now.
Yeah, if you have any other questions and you're too shy to ask, and you want to ask like in private, feel free to ask. I'm not gonna be bothered by it at all. Feel free.
We will have him here at the convention all weekend. Everybody, thank you for being here.
Thank you.